Okay. Don't let people know they have an effect on you. What does this mean? So, in a previous video, I was talking about being strong is releasing your emotions, feeling your emotions, right? That's true. But you release your emotions in whatever way you like, but not... This is a different scenario, okay? It can be very complicated, this thing. So, you're facing someone toxic, manipulative. They make you mad, or they make you sad, or they make you frustrated, or they make you whatever. You do not react to what they say, because if you do, that means they won, because they had an effect on you. Because now you're no longer responding out of logic and out of like, this is it, this is what my mind, this is what I believe. You're responding out of like, you just made me mad and now I'm gonna react, you know? So, previous video, I was talking about being strong is releasing your emotions and yada yada. That is in the case that you have gone through trauma, you have gone through these certain situations. This is like after you have that conversation, you know? But in the face of someone that's toxic and manipulative, you do not release your emotions right then and there, you know? Because that's a conversation. That's not something you need to be releasing right there. When I said releasing emotions, that's from things that have happened to you, you know? Or things that are currently continuous, like depression. So, but when you're having a conversation with a toxic person, you have to stay composed. That's strength there in that situation, because you have to stay composed. You cannot let them know that they have an effect on you, because then they win. Because they can use that against you. Toxic people. Learn to be calm. Know what you believe, what you value when you are walking into that conversation, and do not react. Only respond. Do not react. And after that situation, no matter how hard it was, after that, when you're away from that person, then you can stream all the tears and punch all the punching bags and all that. Because it's not regarding the healing journey. Like what I was talking about in a previous video, that was regarding like healing and growing. This is in the case that you are going through something tough and it may not have an effect on your mind, really. It's just hard to deal with that kind of person. So it's hard wording these things, but what if that does have a effect on your mind, you release it afterwards, because it's complicated with manipulative people. You can't let them know that they affect you. So it's strong to release your emotions, that's true, but that does not apply to this kind of situation. Those are completely different realms, you know? Like, that's regarding the healing journey, things you've already overcome and stuff, or things that you're currently overcoming, but not people you're overcoming. People you're overcoming, you cannot let them see that you are emotional, okay? Any emotion. And I'm talking to the guys too, you know? This is, like, girls can get, like, can start crying, but, and I'm not trying to put stereotypes on anyone, but I'm talking realistically, okay? Girls can start crying, coming from a girl that does cry when when they used to happen. I used to cry when they happen, but now I don't, because of what I'm telling you right now. And guys, they don't just start crying in the middle of a car, you know? Like, they get angry. They get really angry. Some of them have pretty severe anger issues, but we're not going to put any stereotypes. This is just realistically, you know? So, excuse me. Wow, I'm out of breath. I'm getting really worked up right now. In this situation where you're talking to a manipulative person and they're affecting you, do not let them know. Do not show that they are affecting you. This applies to everyone, okay? Don't get angry. Don't start crying. Nothing. Nada. Hold it together. Composed. Because if you're able to leave that conversation only speaking facts and not emotionally, you win. And it's not about winning or losing. It's about, it's like overcoming demons, except you have them in human form right in front of you, trying to take you down and break you, So, and that's how manipulative people are. They try to break you. So, keep it composed. And then, once the door is shut and they're gone, you have to release it immediately. Because if you keep it pent up inside, if it didn't really affect you, then this doesn't apply to you. But if it was overwhelming emotionally, that's regarding, like, frustration, anger, and sadness, and, like, then you need to release those emotions immediately. Eventually, you're going to have to. So you might as well right away, because it's fresh, you can remember everything. And really, really, really express the anger you felt. Like, why did I say... You know what I mean? You have to really get into it, Kind of over-exaggerate even, because then that means that you're really... You're knowing that you have fully released your emotions because you kind of went overboard, And then, that's done. Over it. Next. It's like a battle. Get it over with. Don't try and pent it up inside. That means you're carrying it with you forever. So when you're dealing with these types of people, composure. It's hard, but that's what gives you strength. That is being strong. Regarding my previous video, when I said you have to release your emotions, that's true. But that's not regarding people. Because let's say you're a guy, and let's say you're at a funeral, and you're a guy, and someone passed away. Guys are seen as, like, the strong, keep it together kind of guys, kind of people. The guy of the family. Like, if you're the guy of the family, Even if you're, like, a brother and the dad died or something, and all the girls are, like, everyone's coming to you to, like, as a shoulder to lean on. In that case, you have to be strong by keeping your composure, because that's relating to people. And then afterwards, you can release your emotions and everything once it's over with, That's what healing... But you can't just keep your composure and then just do that for the rest of your life, because then you're going to become emotionless, and then it's not going to be good for you. So, keep your composure in those hard situations regarding people, but then, once it's over with, you have to release those emotions, whether it's in private, whatever. You have to release those emotions, because then you can't keep this programming because then it programs in your mind that you can't feel emotions. Not allowed to feel emotions. And that's not good for you. Keeping composure, you want to tell your mind that you should be keeping composure in really difficult situations regarding people. But what you don't want to be telling your mind is, don't feel emotions. If you do this too much and if you do this and you never release your emotions, that's what you're telling your mind. So you still have to release your emotions, whether it's in private, whether it's with someone, whatever. You have to release your emotions. And that's the same case for manipulative people. You have to release your emotions afterwards. You are strong when you keep your composure in that situation because of the other people, but you have to release your emotions, because releasing your emotions regarding your healing journey and helping yourself and improving your mindset and improving your programming in your mind so that you don't fuck up the rest of your life, basically. Yeah, okay, I don't know if I really ended that off pretty well, but you know what I mean. I think you're gonna understand very well what I mean. If you don't, comment on the video and tell me to elaborate on specific points, because I can do that. Because healing, I call it healing, but I don't know if it's really healing, There's a different word, because I feel like what I do, it's like more practical. It's more like programming, like not a lot of, you know what I mean. But anyways, you probably don't know what I mean. But anyways, it's like a map. You can't, you tell someone one part and it leads to another road, and then there's another road, and there's another road, and then there's the grass over there, and you have to tell them about the grass over there, and then you have to tell them about the... So, I can elaborate on everything I just said. Just let me know. Adios.